Hello Aeternum and welcome to KOTT News, Aeternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Aeternum last night as the forces of Outcast and Commit managed to flip territories in their back-to-back doubleheader. KOTT News were on the scene in Reekwater and spoke briefly with Commit leadership, who were hurriedly on their way to their second matchup. Well, I'll make this quick then because I know you guys have another one coming up right away. Congratulations on your victory here in Reekwater over in almost record time. 1 period is all it took. You guys got into the forfeit rather quickly. Would you care to take us through what happened out there?
Sure. It was a fabulous little gong show of a fight. We lost one of our healers partway through, which was really great. So tempted to heal 2 groups at once. So, that's always a good time. But, regardless that, we still made it through. It didn't matter, right? They were there for support. And that was what was important.
That's true, indeed. I know that you have another fight up in Brightwood tonight. You're going to be able to use the entire roster, same roster going back-to-back?
Oh, you betcha. This didn't tire us out at all. So, we have plenty of energy to take on the next set of Outcasts. So, bring it on.
Later in Brightwood, KOTT News got reactions from the newly anointed regional leaders of Brightwood about their fights. Well, congratulations on your victory here in Brightwood, running it back after your defeat, unfortunate, in Reekwater. Would you care to take us through your tonight's fights?
Yeah, so Reekwater was an Outcast 2 war. That's a lot of our guys that were getting some reps in, a lot of up-and-coming superstars there. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it done, but you know what? Those guys are ambitious. I'm pretty sure they're going to run it back. They'll probably be pushing one of these territories here soon. And for this Brightwood war, that was just the OG regular Outcast roster. It's a pretty fun war, like 17 minutes, everything went smooth. It would have been a 5-minute war, but there was no Panda Uchiha, because I don't know if you heard, he went off with like 4 million in company treasury gold. So that's why we had to go get another territory, because we got to recoup whatever he stole, man. He's out, we can't find him. He's just completely ghosted us, man. He's on his dark arc.
Well, the legendary heroes are like that sometimes. They go off and they celebrate by themselves. You never know where they could end up.
Yeah, man. We're going to be putting wanted posters for Panda Uchiha all over Aeternum, man.
Was there anybody in tonight's performance who stood out?
Yeah, Kylam. He wasn't in the war. That's why it went so well. He was just shot calling. So shout out to Kylam. He was our superstar there.
Outcast forces have begun issuing wanted posters across the island, and citizens are advised to be on the alert for this once legendary hero. KOTT News were late to the keys, but Fresh Bench forces were a little busy running OPRs anyways. Returning to our Season 1 bingo coverage, last night's card was a convoluted mess, but we did manage to wrangle 2 lines out of it. Looking at the weather today, and after another long afternoon of sunshine and fair skies, a 20% chance of invasion will arise in the evening in Morningdale and Monarch's Bluff. Another submission for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPGO. Remember, if it isn't LARPGO, it is cardboard. Tonight, the Marauders of Gorilla Town assault the syndicate members of No Monkey Business for control of the always contentious Restless Shore. Gorilla Town trek out of the central corridor to the most turbulent region on the map to test their mettle, climbing up the mud hill of the eastern shore. The anarchy in the archipelago never seems to stop, but if Fresh Bench forces came to fight, then they came to the right spot to get all the action they can handle. We'll have any late-breaking outcomes and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.